2 weeks had passed since that rainy evening, and the city had settled into its usual rhythm, though Emma felt like nothing about her life was usual anymore. Her mornings began with thoughts of Lucas, how his smile lingered in her mind like sunlight through fog, how his laugh seemed to echo even in silent rooms. They had met again almost every day since that night, finding excuses for walks, cafe visits, or shared errands that felt less mundane with him by her side. Emma had never imagined that someone could enter her carefully curated world and shake it without breaking it, but Lucas had done exactly that. One chilly Saturday morning, she found herself standing outside a small art gallery, hands shoved into her coat pockets. Lucas had texted her earlier, "Meet me at the gallery, trust me." She didn't question him. She had stopped questioning anything about him. Lucas was already there when she arrived, leaning against the wall with an easy, relaxed grace. He looked up, his face lighting up the moment he saw her. "There you are," he said. "I wasn't sure if you'd come." Emma raised an eyebrow, smirking. "You didn't think I would?" "I didn't know. You're unpredictable," he teased, his tone light but sincere. Emma laughed, feeling warmth rush through her chest. "I'm not that unpredictable." "Maybe not," he said, offering his hand. "But with me you are." Inside, the gallery was quiet, bathed in soft light that made the colors of the paintings almost shimmer. They wandered from canvas to canvas, discussing art they barely understood and laughing at their own interpretations. Emma loved how effortless it felt to be around him, how even the simplest moments seemed to carry the weight of something meaningful. At the far end of the gallery, a painting caught Emma's eye. It was a stormy landscape, rain falling over a cityscape at dusk, the reflections of street lamps and neon signs dancing on wet streets. She turned to Lucas, her heart catching. "Looks familiar," she whispered. He smiled, brushing a strand of hair from his forehead. "Though it wasn't raining, I thought it might remind you of that night," he said softly. "The night we met." Emma felt her throat tighten, her emotions trembling like fragile glass. "It does," she admitted. "More than anything else I've ever seen." Lucas stepped closer, his hand brushing hers. "Emma, there's something I've been meaning to tell you," he said, his voice low and earnest. "I can't stop thinking about you, about us, and I don't want to imagine my life without you in it." Her heart leapt. She had felt the same, but hearing him say it made it real in a way words she had rehearsed in her mind never could. "Lucas, I feel the same. I've been trying not to scare myself by admitting it, but I do. I feel it too." Relief and joy softened the space between them. Lucas took her hand, interlacing their fingers. "Then let's not hold back. Let's see where this takes us." Emma smiled, a light she hadn't known she carried shining from her eyes. "Yes," she whispered. The gallery faded away around them as they shared a quiet, tender kiss, slow and unhurried, the kind that promised beginnings instead of endings. Outside, the city bustled on, but for Emma and Lucas, time had slowed, the world narrowing to the space between their hands, their lips, their hearts. Weeks turned into months. Each day, a mixture of ordinary routines and extraordinary discoveries about each other. They learned the patterns of laughter and silence, of doubts and dreams. They discovered favorite cafes, bookstores, little alleys that felt like secret gardens, and the comfort of simply existing in the same space. Emma discovered that the careful life she had built didn't feel constricting with Lucas by her side. It felt like home. One golden afternoon, Lucas invited Emma to a quiet picnic by the river. He had packed blankets, pastries, and a thermos of hot chocolate. They lay on the grass, shoulders touching, the wind carrying the soft scent of autumn leaves. Emma watched the way the sunlight danced in his hair, and Lucas traced idle patterns on her hand with his fingers. "You make ordinary days feel extraordinary," Emma murmured, leaning her head against his shoulder. Lucas smiled, pressing a gentle kiss to her forehead. And you make me want to be better, braver. For you, for us. As twilight descended, painting the sky in shades of purple and gold, they returned to the bridge where it all began. The street lamps reflected on the wet cobblestones, the river murmuring below. Lucas turned to Emma, taking both her hands in his. "Emma," he said, voice steady, "I don't want just moments. I want all of it with you. Will you be with me?" Emma's chest swelled, and without hesitation, she nodded. Yes, all of it. They kissed under the golden glow of the street lamps, the city fading away, the river singing a lullaby for them alone. The rain began to fall softly once more, just enough to shimmer in their hair and on their coats. And Emma felt that same pull she had felt the first night, only stronger, steadier, infinite. "Forever?" Lucas whispered against her lips. "Forever," she replied, smiling through the rain. Hand in hand, they walked back to the cafe, the city around them alive with possibility. The storm outside had become gentle drizzle, and Emma realized that storms weren't to be feared, they were to be embraced. Because sometimes, in the unlikeliest of moments, the most unexpected storms bring not just beginnings, but a lifetime of love, laughter, and shared sunsets. And beneath the rainlight, with Lucas by her side, Emma knew she had found something she would never let go.